Hello! We're back again for streaming. We're going to be doing Twisted Metal one more time, or perhaps two more times, depending on how I feel. Then we're going to be moving into the retro games. Just give me a moment as I set up stream and all that. We'll just give people a moment to get in, as well as I'm going to send out share of this stream. And then we'll get right started. Let's see here. Yep, there we go. Okie dokie. Let's get to the live scene real quick. Now, to those who don't know this game or haven't seen the last two streams, we've been playing through Twisted Metal 5 for some time now. We did two full streams of it, about 4 or 5 characters. Today we're going to be doing what is known as, I called it lovingly, the Holy Crusade. Now, let's get the audio for the game out. Now, what does that exactly mean? Well, not all the characters in here have a malicious intent of their wishes. Some of them are actually of a more holier kind, such as there's Brimstone, who was once, if you do not know from Twisted Metal Black, he was a priest who was possessed, at least to his mind, and had done unlawful religious practice. Now, I think he does die in one of the games, and this is his spirit playing in this one. We're going to be playing him today, as well as, let's see here. We'll also be playing Holy Roller. He's one of the newer made characters for this specific game. His whole goal is to actually stop the competition. So we're going to be playing him and see how his story plays out. And then this one is kind of not really a holy character, but I do believe he falls under the same category because his whole thing is he loves to basically kinder to spirits and basically those who have died in the competition. And he also has a personal malice towards Calypso as well. So all of them have their own gripe towards Calypso in some form of holy, or in Shadow's case, a grim type of fashion. So we're going to be playing these three today. And also great news. I've just finished with my summer semester for college, so I'll be finally free for about 32 days, and we're gonna be doing a lot more streaming during that time. I'm gonna be doing a lot more of the YouTube clips. I'll be finally getting most of the new screens set it up. I'll get new assets set it up as well. Like my links to my YouTube, as well as to just for people who are watching on the YouTube end of it, the link to the Twitch. I also may be working with a couple people to get a little guy made that I think would be great decoration for the overall aesthetic. And then, of course, the screens that I'm going to be making. But right now, we're still kind of in a progress of still making things work. So that's why we've been kind of doing Twisted Metal, something more casual. We don't have to be so professional about it. Anyways, we're going to start off with Shadow. And then we're going to do, Holy Roller and then Brimstone. Oh yeah, I learned a while back that you can actually do the voices, so we're gonna actually real quick let the voice speak for this character.
I've entered this contest before, but every time I destroy a vehicle, the explosions just ruin the bodies. Bodies I could have embalmed. Maybe their families would want a proper burial. Business is business after all.
See, that's kind of why I made him the one of the holy characters, because burial is a big aesthetic of like religious beliefs and traditions. Plus, he just got that look for him.
Welcome back to Twist.
All right. So I'm pretty sure we've done Machu Picchu a lot, so we're gonna do Infernal Crucible.
Inferno's Crucible. This used to be the place I held my first Twisted Metal contest. I've done some renovations to this place, including a central heating unit.
Alright. Now, I don't really know Shadow's ability. It's kind of weird. It's hard to explain. But I think it's kind of like a detonation thing. So if you turn around, yeah, you kind of like shoot it out and then you have to detonate it. So we're going to definitely be working with a lot of timing on this, if we want to, you know, get it right. Also, it does have a good sense of knockback. That's just pretty good. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering why exactly I have been doing a lot more of this, I'm also going to be doing more casual videos on YouTube reviewing the games I play. So to have kind of some good recording material is also a goal of mine for this. Eventually I'm going to get the video of me reviewing this game out. That's one of my goals for this over the summer. I have yet to do it, but we'll see how it goes. Because it's been a while since I've ever edited something. At least to a bigger extent. Cool. I think our best bet is to use the napalm. Back up. And there we go. Got it. Very nice. No, we'll go to Los Angeles because we keep going to the House of Kane. We should mix it up a little bit.
Los Angeles, the capital of the entertainment industry.
So there's one method I could do this, and it's a lot of the knockback usage. Because knockback could be useful if it's like a fall. So I think we should go to Lindbergh Heights when we can. Ooh! That was nice. Alright. We gotta be careful because, Grimm's got a very deadly, special, as we can remember from my time playing him. I mean, definitely a weaker character, but we didn't want him alive for too long, because if he gets a nice hit on us, we are taking a lot of damage. Yeah, that's another problem. Quattro. Quattro's also pretty tough because they have the homing attack. Got him. Yeah, my plan, by the way, when it comes to our whole idea of what we're going to be doing for retro streams, we're going to be doing, I'm going to do probably something like Donkey Kong 64 is going to be an option. I also am looking into possibly doing Amnesia: The Dark Descent, but I'm waiting till we have a little more viewers before we decide to do that.
Redstone Gulch. I love a relaxing desert getaway. Perfect place.
Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, I also took a break for a little while because it was just my birthday, not too long ago. About almost a week ago. We did some fun stuff. We went down to a street I liked to go down to, did some shopping. Got a 3DS, so I replaced my old one. It was great. I turned 23, which was... It's definitely, I've definitely been feeling the pain in my back more recently. But, you know, that's just how it goes. Some people work just fine growing older, but some people get back pain when they get older. Hey, at least my Gen X will let me have white hair as opposed to going bald when I get older, so I'm happy with that. Just release the whole swarm of Merv rockets. Alright, we need to start heading out this way so we don't get killed. I think I have some health kits. Yep, I got at least one. Just keep them off our trail. Ooh, they almost did the spray on me. That would have been bad. Alright. Now where? Outla's probably up there. I've got to wait. Okay. They dropped down. Just drop spread. Then Merv. Okay, so they're going this way. Right? Nope. They got into it. There we go. Woo!
I've hired a headhunter and an old acquaintance of mine to test your skills. Meet Primeval. He is just.
I always hate Primeval. Because if, like, I hated him in, like, I hated him always in Twisted Metal, I think 3. I think that's when he was from. Because I did not know how to do the entire freaking lever thing. So I never even fought him. I fought hundreds of vehicles before dying. But I digress. It's just, I always had a difficult time with 3 because it was a little clunky. But I still love it. It's just, you know, I can't always control it right. I mean, I did say I have a thing for bad games. Oh yeah, I've learned to also do the combinations. Oh. So let me real quick get out of his way so I can be able to perform one of them. Alright. So we're gonna do freeze. Yep, there we go. Yeah, freeze is up. I think it's up, down, up on D-pad. Whew. Huh. Let's go to Westgate Galleria. Oh yeah, I do intend to fight Warpath again in this route.
Westgate Galleria.
Just in case if people were wondering if I was going to fight Warpath this stream. That was a pretty cool jump. Oh, okay. I'm getting hit a bit. Let me, go over to a health spot. Ooh. Had something stuck in my throat for a moment. Let's get this health pack for later. Ooh, I got hit hard. I don't even know by what. Alright, now we just gotta get Thumper. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of cool. Alright, let's use Limburg Heights because we do have the knockback, so we could knock back some into the edge.
Lindbergh Heights. A sense of deja vu might make you think you've...
Alright. Ah, he managed to recover. Oh well. We'll get them on another time around. Ooh, remote bombs will also kind of be good for, this would be good for against the others when it comes to knocking them off as well, because of the blast back. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I've started to master the art of the jumping. Which I don't know how you jump with a vehicle, but I'm not going to really question it too hard. Now let's see if maybe... Ah, damn. Alright, so mime is up there. I don't know how to... I think this one? Alright. Now I just gotta get mine. Wherever they are. And I just died with them.
Oh no! It seems you
Now we gotta deal with Augur.
Mega Augur doesn't look too happy, and he is going to want payback for all the construction work you've destroyed.
Alright, let's do this. Now, the question is, I could try to knock them off the edge like I was trying to do. Maybe I can succeed on it? Let's try to see if we can. Ah. Alright, we could try to use the remote bombs. Whoops, wrong way.
You're in violation of City Code 4432. Step out of your vehicle and surrender peacefully.
Just wait for them. You don't want to waste a remote bomb. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no, that was bad.
Step out of your vehicle and surrender peacefully.
Yeah, I did not expect that to be the result of what would have happened. I think the only issue is I can't really knock Augur back because he's way too heavy. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna die. Wait. Ah, darn. Luckily, we had one more life. If we didn't have that, we would have been done for. I really don't want to do Ashland Freeway, but let's try something new. We're gonna fight Minion. I just don't like the freezing ability they
Ashland
get.
Freeway.
But now that I kind of know how to do freezing, I should be okay. What in the world happened there? Did I really just get the special targeted mainly on myself? Oh my lord. Yeah, the whole tower thing, I didn't even realize was supposed to target that road. Which means we gotta lock in. Because I don't have lives to spare now. Ugh. This is gonna be a rough match. Alright. We need to get some health, or we're done for. Oh, there's the full health. We gotta be careful though. Okay, there we go. Whew! We were almost done for. Yeah, that could have been very unfortunate. Ugh.
Look who decided to visit us all the way from hell. Minion is always taking out his bitterness on whoever's nearby. And it looks like that will be you.
Alright, I think our best strategy is to freeze him while using a lot of the instant high damage of attacks. I think that would be the best idea. Okay, so let's gather up weaponry. Have the power missiles at the ready. Alright, we did a massive chunk of damage to him. Now let's just finish him off. That could have been bad if we did not know how to do the freeze. Let's go over the 7th circle.
Welcome to the 7th circle. Satan himself has demanded an audience to see your skills personally, driver. You'd better not disappoint. It's a long way down should you meet your end.
Alright. Ooh, I think I just knocked him into the lava. I need some more thrust. Alright, there it is. Alright, now I'm going to just drop the MIRVs. Why were they not taking fire damage? Hold up. Did you all see that, right? They weren't taking fire damage. Man, this is some unfair bull. They take fire damage when they get exploded, but they don't take it when they're in the lava. They weren't doing the thrust either. So I will say that is something I will have to bring up when I do my review is inconsistencies with certain things like collision and damage as well as stuff like that. So like this is why I play games like this casually for so long, is because that's why it's always good to play them long enough to have a good viewpoint on them. Because sometimes you will look at it at face value and never know what is wrong behind it. I mean, I've probably stated it before, if not here, with definitely other places. I used to do basically testing for collisions and other forms of like bugs in people's maps. Right, it was mostly Roblox experiences, but I did still have a minute sense of like when something wasn't exactly working right. So I kind of always get a little griped about certain aspects not functioning properly. Granted, I don't really show off much anger in my streams because I don't try to, but it does frustrate me from time to time. But you know, I also will take in note that this is a smaller team of people, so I'm not going to be super critical about it. Because for what they've made for the community is actually a really great project. Okay, we're descending down, so now we gotta get... Okay, the full health is available. There we go. Now we're back in the game. What in the world was that? I just got stuck on Sweet Tooth's vehicle. Alright. Still got 3 more left. We gotta take them all out. Shouldn't be too hard. There we go. Got him. And as promised, we are going down to Midtown Urbania to fight Warpath as well as Dark Tooth.
Midtown Urbania. With buildings as tall as these, there's guaranteed destruction. There's plenty of space for you to run too. But can you find a place to hide?
Let's make sure to gather up all our weapons because it takes a longer travel to actually get a lot of stuff, so it's better just to stock up and then fight. Get some more turbo. Ooh, there's a lot of missiles over here. Alright. I think we got a decent loadout. Actually, we should probably find some more MIRVs. Alright. We can unload the MIRVs over this way. Well, Microblast just got completely demolished. Kind of feel bad for that one. I don't even know how I killed him in that case. I had a remote bomb, not whatever happened to him. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. The extra lives. They appear very rarely, and I haven't really seen them as often. Kind of forget about them sometimes. And you know what? I just thought about it basically after, starting up the stream. It may be best if we do end doing Twisted Metal, although I know people love it because I will say I am very thankful for those who have been watching the shorts on YouTube, because I've gotten over to 2.7 thousand views, and it's been a really great boost to my my enjoyment to doing these content, because it shows that doing stuff I'm happy with makes it actually first of all fun for me, but also brings out a more positive emotion for y'all to have. Ooh, yeah, Darktooth. Yeah, we may make this our last one, and then we're gonna move on to the retro games.
Well, look at you. You've done so well, contestant.
I am talking
I thought
with
I'd treat you to some ice cream. Don't worry about paying Darktooth. This one's on me.
Yeah, like when it comes to certain streams, I am actually trying to work with potentially doing a stream of a modern game. I have yet to get the contact with the people that I'm needing to talk to for it. But if I do get that settled, that would be actually also a fun time as well. Alright. Oh yeah, fun fact. In this game, Darktooth is not related to anything about Marcus Kane or Needles Kane or any of the Kane family. I learned that it's supposed to be its own character known as Hawthorne, a demon who feeds on laughs. But not a good kind of laughter. The laughter of evil people. Or as the game stated it, the people who shouldn't be laughing. And I just thought that was a really cool idea, because it kind of separates the idea of how Darktooth is in the original games. I think when he appeared in Head On. As well as I think he appeared in 2, I think. Don't quote me on that, though. Also, because I want to probably end it on this one, because I feel like it's a good wrap up. We did an introductory to my new look with the first one playing Yellow Jacket. Then we did a theme with the Dead Rising, which was all the undead characters besides Spectre, Star to Spectre. And and then the holy ones. The only thing left to do would be really demons, but that's more if I really wanted to. Because we have a few demon characters we could pick from. Like Darkside, Primeval, and Minion would be a good option. So I'll have to consider it. I'll have to consider whether or not this will be the last one.
So you thought you were done? Didn't you? Warpath has been so eager to show you just how much destruction it can bring in a matter of seconds.
Alright, so we know the gimmick with this one. Very famous clip shows y'all that I had to deal with two characters because it's actually two characters in one. So we gotta be very aware of like the fact that it has two phases to this character. Ooh, okay. We gotta be very careful. Alright. This should do some damage. Yeah, this is a tougher fight. Right now it's just a Bloodhound. Oh, that was so lucky. Oh, I thought that was like an unlockable or something. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna at least get this. But no, we have an extra life. That was a clutch life. All right, we did it. Now let's see the ending.
I rolled up to him slowly. My hearse creaked like a coffin with every bump. From the back of my hearse, the whispers of the lost soul sang. The dead who gave no grave or no peace. They'd ridden with me for a long time. I could feel this sorrow deep in my bones. Calypso greeted me as he always did. The twisted smile, that mockery of warmth. He remembered the last time I came offering a gift, and he made it clear, no offerings this time. And that was fine. I didn't come here to barter or beg.
I was here on business. Furthermore, I told him as much. This time, I came with only one intent, and that was to give the dead their last rites, to help them pass on properly. That was all. I spoke professionally, but on the inside, the burden I carried was immense. The grief of countless mothers, fathers, siblings, so many broken families, aching for closure. Some were lucky, they got to bury their dead. Others never even found a trace, just silence and the ache of doubt. I couldn't resist, not until every soul had their peace. The thought of one person searching forever and never knowing where their loved one went, it tore at me. Many times the destruction of the twisted metal leaves nothing to bury. Calypso asked what I wanted. I told her I wanted the ability to find the remains of the dead. Every one of them, no matter how long they've been lost. And he granted it to me with a wave of his hand. Just like that, a compass was buried deep inside my chest, always pulling me towards the next forgotten grave. I could feel every bone calling out to me. Some would scream, others would whisper. So I got to work. I dug through the ruins of war, the shadows of disaster, the craters of the twisted metal arenas. I waded through swamps and through collapsed mines. Wherever the dead had been left behind, I went. I returned fragments to families, reunited broken names and their stories. I gave comfort where there only been mystery and silence. The souls in my hearse quieted, one by one, as they were finally laid to rest. But the work was never done. Every year, more desolation, which leads to more lost souls. And I made a vow that I would not stop. Not until every wandering ghost had a place to rest. Not until every whisper in the dark finally faded to peace. I will bury the dead till there's no more to bury.
Very interesting story, considering I think in Twisted Metal 2 or Head On, they literally use the souls to carry Calypso away from the competition. So his whole story with like being like kind of bounded to souls now is kind of, it kind of connects a bit to his overall character. Real quick, we're going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Time to get back into this. We're going to be doing, the next will be... Let me get to it here. Next up is Holy Roller. Let's hear what he has to say.
The Vatican has sent me to put a stop to the Twisted Metal competition, and that's exactly what I intend to do. Calypso's heart has wandered too far into darkness. Simply telling him to find God won't be enough.
Alright, so I also don't know the special on this guy. I think it's using a cross as a weapon. I can't remember what it was, though.
Welcome back to Twisted Metal. I am Calypso. For many years, my contest has...
Alright, so we're going to do Machu Picchu. Mix it up a bit. I think the other two we're going to be doing the piecemeal path because it's a little faster. Alright, so let's test out his special here. Oh, he's got like green trail smoke. That's kind of cool. Well, green trail flame technically because it is a thruster. Okay, so it is literally using a cross. So our best bet is to be close up then. What in the world was that? Oh, jeez. I just wrote on the wall. I don't know if that's a glitch or it's just a mess up on yeah, it definitely looks like a glitch when that vehicle's doing it. But, that may just be a poor, like, detection. Although, I think they have certain things that make it, you have to intentionally do that, so I'm not fully sure. Also, I have a theory. Let me see this real quick. No. Okay. I thought it was the ability would, like, do lifesteal, because it looked like for a moment when I did it originally, I didn't lose any life. So now we know. I do like the car's design. Kind of reminds me of a Volkswagen Beetle. If you don't really know what that car looks like, it's a very round car. Very round.
It's so good to have you home again, driver. I do hope you like my redecorating. I wanted to remind you all that home is where the hurt is. I always hated the suburban life.
I do really love the voice actor who did Calypso. Whoever did Calypso was really good at doing it. But, like, I do have a gripe with Calypso. Why is there not much twisting of the wishes? Is it due to the fact that this is not really like a traditional competition? This is like stuck in a nightmare. So this is kind of like go through the endless nightmares, fulfill their dream thing. I don't exactly know why, but that's my only theory is that it's because of that. Also, the Microblast has the Macroblast skin on. So it's just a massive, easy target. But like, yeah, I noticed like with a lot of the wishes, they don't seem to be twisted at all. So it kind of goes away from like what originally Calypso does with like all the wish making stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of loses some points for me because I loved how they how this monkey's paw situation where a word can be twisted so much that the wish is basically a different thing. But I do like the idea. I just don't think it would have been better. It would have been better not for Calypso. Maybe if like they made it where Minion took back the competition or something, and that was what he did as wishes. Which would kind of make sense why he was able to be pushed over by someone like Calypso. Because his rules instated easy access to basically whatever he wanted. Which actually, speaking of which, I have Sweetbot that I showed. I showed that he was. I got him on the second stream, and I did his ending, and it actually explains that he Sweet Tooth becomes basically the ruler of hell by the fact that the rules were set for him to basically get whatever he wants. So they couldn't say no. Oh yeah, I should probably state this for the record, because I know there will be some people that will may think I'm making a joke on religion when I make the Holy Crusade thing, and it's all people who technically, if you're looking at traditional religion sense, they would not be participating in this competition. I don't have any gripes to any religion stuff or any personal traditions of anyone's faith. Actually, I am what is known as a theologist, so I study religion in a sense that it's understanding tradition and culture. So I don't really see anything wrong with faith, as long as you are not forcing it on others. So when I make a joke like the Holy Crusade, it's not really me trying to poke any fun at anything. So I just wanted to make sure that was on the record. Because I know some people out there with social media, they will grab onto certain things and think the wrong message. But no, I have no personal gripes. The only time I've ever had a gripe was personal family members who have been too forceful about religion, but you know, there's always that one. But anyways, I think I want to do Redstone Gulch again. Although I will say, I don't know if me saying a theologist is really the proper terminology. Basically, I don't practice any form of faith or religion, or even any research in general. But I'm open to any concepts of belief, because I don't believe there could be always a definitive answer. But I don't think there is no answer. But I just also thought of it. I'm going to eventually put down a poll. I haven't done it yet because I don't know how to really do the polls. I haven't really set it up right. But I'm going to make a poll eventually for y'all to vote on the games I'm playing. And this will hopefully influence some of the future content. Now, granted, it's not going to be guaranteed that it just means, oh, I'll play the games y'all want. Because I've stated already that most of the content I'm making is stuff that I like to do just normally. So it's not anything catering. But from time to time, I will be doing polls if I'm a little undecisive about what I want to do. Like if there's like 2 games that I want to play, but I don't know which one I want to play first. Additionally, I think I have the stream goal set up where we're going to be doing, if I get enough followers, we're gonna do a horror game streamathon where I will do like a bunch of days of streaming on only like horror games. So hey, if we get it during October, that would actually be quite a fitting theme. Although, to be fair, if it gets to October and I'm still not getting enough, I may just do that myself because I think it'd be fun. Although, if we do get 50, then it at least has a little more incentive to do it. Alright, where they're coming from. Alright. I'm sorry, just hearing someone scream out of nowhere. 1013! Kind of made me get a chuckle. Alright,
I've hired
time to
a
deal with
headhunter
Primeval.
and an old acquaintance of mine.
Are you kidding me? Ah, that sucked. Darn, that was devastating. We'll do the Valley of Kings as our last run.
Westgate Galleria. We're having a Black Friday sale. By the end of the day, nearly all vehicles should be slashed in half.
I thought it was Galleria, but also, to be fair, considering Calypso's background, it would not surprise me that he would say Galeria. I still find it weird, though. Is that like a thing in foreign language? They just say Galeria as opposed to Galleria? Or am I misspelling it? I don't know. That was probably not a good idea. He blessed my boy. Oh my gosh. It wasn't even the cross that killed him. It was the fact that I rammed my entire car into him. It was just like, be blessed,
Are
my
you a
boy,
true
flooring
believer?
my car straight into the freaking vehicle. Oh yeah, I just heard that voice line. We're gonna be hearing that a lot when we start, you know, getting into playing, I think, Brimstone. Alright, so I think our biggest threat will be the fact that we'll have to deal with Treadnought at some point. So we're gonna have to be careful of that. I also will say, when I stated some, like, we'll be doing retro games, it doesn't just mean we'll also be doing, like, the name brand stuff. Sometimes we'll be playing some games that I personally just haven't gotten to in a personal sense and would like to try to actually play them. But it's also, like, with these streams, it's a good excuse to play the games finally because I get to experience them real time with y'all. Just wanted to clear up that fact. Alright, time to do a Treadnought.
Perhaps.
Alright. We did enough damage, which is go back, go up here, and get some more health, and start wrecking more damage. Yeah, that's what I was feared with Treadnought, that target would get on me. Bruh. For the rest of the stream, we're going to avoid doing Minion. Only because I don't like fighting them more than once.
This power plant serves as a, shall we say, safe haven for Midtown Blackfield's
Also
toxic waste.
because Blackfield is a little bit more fun to play through. God, that was so annoying. I forgot how annoying that can be when it comes to Microblast's size. See what I mean by Mr. Graham to be a tough guy to deal with? Almost took me out. How many of those things did they even have? I wonder. Ah, dang. I didn't go high enough. Well, let's just go the normal route. Get that full health. I forgot that Spectre's whole ability is the ghost missiles. So it doesn't even matter if I hid behind something, it was going to hit me regardless.
It seems a prison break has occurred at Blackfield Asylum. Be careful. Carnage doesn't play as nicely as the other contestants.
Sorry if you saw my mouth move, by the way. I was just getting me some mints. I got these cool mints from this place called Rocket Fizz. It was a super awesome place. They're shaped like beets, which is kind of funny. Oh my god, I got it now. The way how Holy Roller Special works is based on distance. The more the cross travels, the more damage it does. I didn't do myself a favor doing the remote bomb. Alright, so if we go over here and then we launch this from afar. No, it's not. Is there like a damage cap or something? I really don't know how it works, but whew. We'll go with Haven Frost.
Haven Frost, snow everywhere. And with Christmas just around the corner, we all know who's coming. Let's see what Santa brought us this year. I asked him for more napalm.
Oh yeah, fun thing that I'm going to I'm going to eventually get is an audio interface. So hopefully the audio quality will definitely be better when streams start going through. But also because I've been needing to get stuff for my voice acting stuff. Now granted, I'm going to be busy doing, I'll be doing film stuff with, in college once the fall semester starts. But I'll try to be able to do some streaming throughout my time doing fall. It just may be shorter than normal. Oh, I heard Microblast. There you are! I heard its little wind-up wheels going through. Whew. That one went actually pretty quick.
Welcome to your final battleground, driver. Sweet Tooth was generous enough to allow me to hold this year's ultimate challenge in his personal playground. Make sure to take advantage of all the attractions. Good luck.
Alright, let's get that full health so we don't, die. Also get these gun upgrades. They're definitely going to be useful. Ooh. Alright. Now to deal with Juggernaut.
You've done well, driver. But I'm not sure you have what it takes to challenge Juggernaut. Prove me wrong, and victory is yours.
Whoa, Jesus. That was rough. Alright, now time to deal with piecemeal. But actually, to come think of it, we could just use the freeze method we've been doing on the bosses.
Well,
that could
driver.
be a good method.
I'm not entirely sure who.
Now, I don't know
or
if they
what
do...
This vehicle is, but I can assume you can...
I don't know if they actually do their special if they're frozen, but we could try to test it out. But first we need some weaponry. Okay, yeah, it freezes them. They can't use the special. Oh, Jesus. But we know the method now. Freeze them. Stay further ahead and then freeze them. Ah, Jesus. Okay. We took a big chunk off of them. We just gotta do that one more time. Did it. Ugh. Now what? How does this ending go?
A man devoted to God, Henry Strange, arrived in his vehicle, Holy Roller. He stepped out, Bible in one hand and a gun in the other. I had heard the Vatican wasn't too fond of my twisted metal contest, but it seems they've relaxed their feelings on firearms. Congratulations, Father! You are the winner of this year's Twisted Metal. He didn't respond, but approached me, pointing that pistol at my face. With his eyes closed, he began reciting the Lord's Prayer. He thought himself something of an executioner. Smiling, I leaned forward, pressing my forehead against the cold barrel of the gun, staring straight into his eyes. Prayers will not save my soul, Father. Pull the trigger and see what happens. It's what Jesus would do, isn't it? Henry stopped praying and opened his eyes. Lowering his gun, he muttered,
I see pain. Calypso, only someone in immense pain could do what you are doing. I suspect you didn't have a childhood. You've lost something, someone close to you, and you blame yourself every day for it.
So, are you going to make your wish?
I do have a wish, Calypso. Now I do. I wish for you to have whoever you lost back.
He made his wish and walked away without warning. I granted it and felt nothing. But the following tournament brought a familiar car to the arena.
Oh. Ah. That's interesting. Wait, I'm pretty sure I don't think this code actually unlocks something that I haven't already unlocked. We may have to see real quick. Let's check it real quick. Ah, so that was for the, I think that was for Copperhead. Well, now we know. That's how you unlock Copperhead. Now, for the final character we're gonna play through, Brimstone.
risen again, born from the grave. I have taken it upon myself to scour these lands for the man who fed me those lies, Calypso. He will have me shining in the Lord's bountiful light, not a minute too soon.
See, the interesting thing I just noticed is they did follow the idea of Twisted Metal Black, where, like, he has a twisted sense of faith. Because also, like, you see his hands. His hands have, I think it's stigmata, that's what it's called, where your hands are, like, nailed to the cross. I can't fully remember the religious texting on how that works, but I do know his ability is using basically the power of someone repenting to basically cause thunder. I can't remember what it was, or it's like using like holy thunder, or in his case, unholy thunder.
Welcome back to Twisted Metal. I am Calypso.
Alright, we'll do Inferno's Crucible real quick. Let me just check something. We're about an hour 45.
Inferno's Crucible.
Okay, so I think, is this a control bomb situation? No. They lure onto any person I see. Okay. Yeah, I remember Brimstone being such a twisted character when it comes to how he is, because back when I didn't have any like idea of how the characters originally were played out, I thought he was just like, it was legitimately some demonic possession. But in Twisted Metal Black, no, he was just crazy. He was just crazy and blinded by faith. And I found that super intriguing, because that means that, like, out of all the characters, they do show his crimes, but we don't know the extent. Like, he could have been doing this for years, but never even realized it. Oh, we gotta get some health now. There we go. Also, it just made me realize that when I just thought of like how there's Minion primeval and stuff like that. Is Demons from Hell allowed to just compete in a competition technically ran by the rulebooks found in Hell? That made me think about that. Because if this is what the Human Worlds tournament looked like, is there like a Demons division where there's just a bunch of demons doing this? It makes you think sometimes. Like the implications of how deep this type of competition goes. I would assume it's mostly just, it mostly has to be based in the human realm because you're basically taking mortal souls into combat. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that. Alright, we'll do Deadwater Bog this time, since we haven't done it.
This murky backwater forest was once a renowned racetrack.
Oh. Hold up. Controller just disconnected. Give me a moment. Be right back. Okay, sorry, we were back. My controller battery just died. Alright, let's get back into it. I just realized something. Brimstone's gun only shoots on the right. He only has one gun. Probably because they wanted to fit the model of the cross on there. But like, you could have fit it slightly different and had it be two guns, but it's a good artistic choice, I will say. Okay, we took it out Holy Roller. Why? What? Why is... Hold up. I'll just take you out real quick. What is going on with Twister? I think Twister might be broken. Let's just go up here and check. Twister's not on the map. Like, what in the world is going on? Let me get some speed. Maybe I can... Where is Twister? Twister's off the map. Twister is off the map. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to restart this level.
This murky...
Yeah, we're gonna have to restart the level. Because Twister was just gone. How does that even happen? Like, they don't have a special that, like, does that, do they? Or, like, or has, like, an ability that, like, causes it to collide weird? I don't know. I really don't know. Well, whatever it is, Twister's not part of this matchup, so luckily we should now be fine. Always on this level, I just realized that. It's always on this level I somehow have the most weirdest glitch happen. But maybe it's just me. Well, that was over with. Alright. Now time to do a trapper.
Unless you'd like to be the next trophy on Trapper's hood, you'd better watch out, driver. This relentless hunter won't hesitate to gut you like a fish.
Alright. Whew! That... Alright. Now do the Valley of Kings since we haven't done it to stream.
I know the Pharaoh hasn't forgiven me for the last time Twisted Metal graced these sands, so I know he's not pleased with another disturbance. You'd best be careful, driver. He might have his eye on you.
Ooh, that was rough. Alright, so... Yeah, I gotta be careful of Axel getting way too close to me. Because of that, yep. Whew, alright. Oh, I did not do myself favors by doing the spread right over this thing. Ugh. Come on. Okay, so they're up there. Just gather weapons while we can. Alright. Got him. There we go. Whew. I think we'll go with Area 51 again.
Are you a true... I don't know how I survived that, but okie doke. Perhaps it wasn't such a good idea to just storm straight into Area 51. Now you've alerted Treadnought. The Colonel can't wait to show you his latest creation.
Of course, we're going to go to the Blackfield Industrial Park.
This power plant serves as a
Ooh.
It seems a prison break has occurred at Black.
See, that was a little more easier. The freeze definitely helps with these kinds of boss battles. We'll go with Haven Frost again.
Haven Frost.
Oh, I just got hit by one of the snowballs. Of course, Crim appears out of nowhere to take half my damage, or half my health away. Alright, let me grab the health. Alright, we're good now. Now we're just gonna grab this. This will be useful. Oh, there we go. Got Grim on that one. Alright. Now off to the final fight.
Welcome to your final battleground, driver. Sweet Tooth was I just noticed with Sweet Tooth's vehicle, you can see like him driving in the window. That's kind of a really cool detail.
Okie dokie.
You've done well, driver, but I'm not sure.
I managed to sweat past with the skin of my teeth.
Well, 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 driver.
Whoa. Alright, now time to see the ending.
I do not enjoy killing anymore, but I have done so in the name of righteousness. We cannot expect the Lord to do all this hard work. I was victorious, blessed to have come this far, and I could already feel the warmth, the light I was sure awaited me beyond those red doors. Calypso! I have had enough of your games. My soul will not rest until I have been brought before my Lord, for I know your tricks. I know your ways. Bathe me in this light again, Calypso.
Ah, Jebediah, you fool! I have never lied to you. You simply refuse to see your sinful ways. I cannot fix what is not broken.
You are but a ravening wolf in sheep's clothing, Calypso. You must grant my wish. I am the winner of your contest.
For once, my dear preacher, no. I could not deceive you here. Your request is simply impossible. For you see, your tired, stubborn spirit refuses to accept the truth. You have not been cheated at your way into your god's kingdom. He has simply rejected you. Even hell would not have your wretched soul. You have been judged, cursed to walk this earth forever as an irredeemable revenant. I must admit, quite the punchline. A reverend turned revenant. How exciting.
No, this could not be true. Calypso would not grant my wish. This was unprecedented. I knew my place in the kingdom was forever reserved for my place amongst his most loyal of followers. But this damned soul before me had denied me my salvation. I would not have my good name sullied any longer.
You must wish for something else, Jebediah. Even I have rules, you know.
Then show me, Calypso. Show me the light I have squandered in his eyes. I wish to gaze upon myself as the Lord gazes upon my soul.
Now that I can accommodate.
Calypso rose into the air, hands held out. Lightning struck his mansion, tearing it apart. But out came many mirrors from the walls, surrounding me, each of them revealing a different reflection of myself. I saw my sermons, my baptisms, not as righteous callings, but selfish performances. I could feel the warm blood on my hands again. The memories came back, and the voices that guided me all along. It was not my Lord's. It was my own lust for power and acceptance. I truly saw myself now, naked before the eyes of the Lord. I could only weep as I fell to my knees, waiting for my judgment. But of course, it would not come.
There is no punishment left for you, Jebediah, and no one will take your soul. Not even me, and not even you. Jebediah was almost frozen in disbelief. My guards escorted him out, throwing him onto the steps. For hours I could hear him, pleading to his God to take him back, to forgive him. But I wasn't listening. I am Calypso, and I thank you for playing Twisted Metal.
And we're done. Now, I would say personal thing here. Let me just go to the stream ending thing. Personal gripe on that ending. It does follow kind of the same concept of Twisted Metal Black, but that's not my gripe here. My gripe is the fact that as a voice actor myself, I can hear the audio peaking. So whenever they do an update or something, they may want to rework his audio to not have it like kind of like you can hear the tap of the mic or like the mic peak with like the wind in his voice. But overall, it's a decent ending. Anyways, when it comes to continuing, we're going to be probably, if I do one more of this, we're going to probably just do the bosses. We're going to play the boss characters just for fun. I'm still looking into what retro game I want to play, or just whatever game outside of this we want to play next. Most likely it may be Donkey Kong 64, but I haven't yet decided. Thank you all who came out to watch me. And stay toasty, my friends.